Hi friends, welcome to Crafting and Relaxing. This is Sarah. Thank you so very much for joining me. I always appreciate it when you take the time to watch my videos, and especially if you comment or give me a thumbs up. It just really means the world. Today I have a package. This is from Bearly Art Glue Company. Bear, like the bear. They are newer, I think, newer in our crafty community. Many people have picked up this glue and said that it's fabulous. I did not purchase this glue. I heard through the grapevine that they would send it out, and so they have been kind enough to send me what they call an influencer box. Am I an influencer? I don't know. We'll see. So one of the things that I want to be sure that you know about this glue, I did a bunch of research on it a couple months ago and kind of forgot about it because you know that I use art glitter glue and I like art glitter glue and I have a lot of it, and art glitter glue is made in Arizona, and I think it's really important to support US companies whenever we can. That being said, if you're in Europe, support your local companies, but I don't think everything on the planet should come from one country, and if you can't figure out which one I'm talking about, then you're not buying anything these days. So Bearly Art Glue, this glue is made in Texas. So in my craft room, it will be Arizona versus Texas, and we'll have to see. So let's take a look and see what they sent me. Oh my gosh, the bear is too cute. Oh, look at that. So Bearly Art, in case you didn't hear that it's actually a bear, precision craft glue refill. So this is 11 ounces, non-toxic, dries clear, flexible. I have heard really good things about this. People are using it and they like it. I love the fact that it's non-toxic and made in the US. Then here's the bottle, and they have tips to go with it. I think this is just like a little pluggy thing. There we go. So remember, I didn't purchase this, so I don't know what the pricing equivalent would be. Cute little box, isn't it? I can use that for Happy Mail or a giveaway or something. Okay, so they're Bearly Arts on Instagram, and you might already be following them. You might have seen it because a lot of people are using their stuff. Okay, so they have different tips. Let's take a look at this and see. Set this aside. Okay, so the green one is storage tip to put it away. Then there is, I'm going to put this pin over here. There's the ultra fine tip. Wow, this is too. Look at this. I kind of like that it's not super long. I like that. And then there's the fine tip. And this might be for if I was making journals or gluing three-dimensional embellishments. Maybe I was putting on big dried flowers, things where you wanted more glue to come out and you didn't want to have to fight for it. I really like that they've set it up so that you can switch back and forth. And my assumption, now remember, this is my first day, I don't know anything about this, is that you can switch. Yes. So they screw in. I gotta tell you, that is super cool. Because we've all had nights, right, where you're doing a bunch of different projects and you think, oh, it'd be kind of nice to switch it up. I'm probably going to lose those, and you guys will have to tell me where they are in my craft room. But I think that's really neat. And then this is a really nice long pin to go down in your glue bottle. So let me show you some comparisons here. I put a ribbon on my pin for my glue. I highly recommend you do that in your craft room too, regardless of what brand you choose. And I used to have a blue ribbon on my pin, but remember, blue is my absolute favorite color. Don't use the color that's always all over your table. Like if you're a pink lover, don't put a pink ribbon on your pin. And I just put that on with probably a glue dot. You could also use a bit of whatever glue it is. And I love having the ribbon because I'm so messy. If you are one of those people that will put a magnet on your bottle and adhere it, well then don't worry about having a ribbon. Obviously, in one night, just at an unboxing, I can't tell you which glue is better, right? I'm not gonna taste it, touch it, that kind of thing, and figure it out that way. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this in my craft room in the coming weeks. I'm gonna make some fall cards and some other stuff, and then I'll let you know. And I think the other thing to keep in mind is if you have one or the other of these glues and you're trying to do a comparison, be sure that the product is clean and they're stored at the same temperature and all of that, right? Like my art glitter glue, I'm hard on it. It's probably really clogged up. So I might need to clean it out to compare it if I think, oh, it's not giving a fine enough thing. I love the screw-in top. I like that. I would probably look on their website. I think they've been generous with me and given me a pretty big bottle. Even though if you're a major crafter, you go through a lot of glue, I really like the 2 ounce to work with. I think it's a perfect size in my hand, and then you're not dealing with the 4 ounce. I don't know. I mean, everybody sells different size bottles, so you can pick. Now let's put some of this down and see what we think. I have some sentiments here that may or may not be straight and actually useful, but we'll glue them together anyway, just so you can see. So I've got some scraps here, and for now, we'll just worry about the gluing. And then if I want to tidy them up later and use them on cards, I can. So the pin came out nice. It got down in the glue. I wonder if I should shake. Twist, choose. Set time is 5 minutes. Full cure is 24 hours. Varies with humidity. Everything does. I'm in Oregon, and maybe that makes a difference for some of you. We don't have real high humidity. We get a ton of rain, but on a day in, day out basis, we don't have a lot of humidity. Okay, I will say that fine tip is fabulous. It's really nice. Okay, so it slid. I overdid it, came out the end a little. Can you see that? And I'm going to clean that up with my nail just like I would any other day. If some of you are watching this thinking, well, that's not how we do it, or that's not a fair comparison, that's exactly how I do it. So this one, because it was very smooth and it did leak out a little. It's very thin and slick. So I think I went a little less that time. It does not take much. Even with the amount of stuff I make, this is a very generous amount of glue they have sent me. Okay, not one single bit oozed out. And it feels set. So one of the things that I will watch for and test is, I finished my junk journal, but maybe I'll make another journal because I want to know, how long does it take to set? How does it stick? Does it buckle? The other thing is, as I work, I get glue all over my hands. So do I get less on my hands? Is it less disgusting when I peel it off? I'm like one of those little kids, you know, that has, remember like kindergarten or whenever when they used to put glue on their fingers? Am I less likely to mess up the front of my project because of it? Let's also grab some embellishments. Like, okay, what's the real test? Sequins. Let's get out some sequins, people. Here we go. I think Miss Crystal from Cruisin' with Crystal may have sent me these. Okay. So in gluing sequins, you know, I have fancy tools for it and everything, but most of the time I use my fingers. Okay, I got a funny little bubble. I'm just going to pop that. You don't have to squeeze it much. Like maybe I squeezed it a little too much. Sequins are my nemesis. How do you feel about gluing sequins? Okay, somehow I got glue on the top of that. Then I'm just going to put some right here. Yeah, I'm getting bubbles. I don't really like the bubble. It is a little bit warm in my craft room right now, too. It is, it's a lot warm. Okay, this is not a fair temperature to do a test for glue. I apologize to the Barely Arts people. It is 74 or 75 degrees in my craft room right now. If I was using my art glitter glue, it would probably be oozing out the top because it seems to have some troubles in... Okay, I am loving this fine tip. Are you guys watching this? The art glitter glue, when it is too warm, like I can tell temperature in my craft room by the glue. And I run really cold, so it's a small room. I like to just crank up the heater, shut the door. Okay, so I'm going to see how those look, and I will put a picture of that when they're dry. And notice right there, I have kind of a puddle. I'm going to leave that. Should I put one more just because I can't handle it if it's an odd number? Let's do it. I think I'm probably going to trim these off, but maybe I'll trim them off and use them on something if they stick really well. There we go. Okay, so I will let that dry all the way, and then I'll come back and do some close-up video and show you what it looks like. And notice for sure, I've got glue oozed out right there, and I'm not going to clean that up. And these are very dark sequins, so if that doesn't dry beautifully clear, you're going to be able to see that in the middle. But as far as how it goes on, oh, it's wonderful. They're going to have to send me like remedial person instructions, right? Okay, so what do I do with my storage tip? Can I put that on here? There's so many parts for this. So I'm going to put it back together, have it all ready to go, get the heat turned down in here. And I'm going to grab some washi and put it on there right now because I know me. So washi would be another way that you could do it. You could just grab it and go like this. Don't go down the barrel of the pin though, because remember, it needs to be able to close up that bottle. It's not as attractive, but I'll fix it up later. But it's like a little flag to help me find my pin when I take it off. Thank you so very much to Barely Arts for sharing this product with me. And to the rest of you, I'll be back to talk about it. We can discuss it in weekend updates. I'll use it in projects, and maybe I'll make a certain amount with one and a certain amount with the other, and then shake things around and see if embellishments fall off, whatever. But oh my gosh, the bear is too cute, isn't he? And then don't be like me. If you have all these parts, be sure and you put them back in this cute little bottle. Welcome back. Let's take a look and see how this looks. It's been, I don't know, a couple innings of baseball. How about that? So here is the one where it kind of was oozed out the side, and you can take a look at the center of those sequins, and it is clear. There is some shine out here, but I mean, I had a lot of glue. So I don't know exactly what that would have looked like with other glues because I wouldn't have necessarily left it that way. But one thing I'm really impressed at is I didn't take a lot of time to press those. I'm trying to get it so you can see. Press those down. So look how crooked, I think is the word I want to use for my sequins, because I was talking and gluing and admiring the new. And they are sturdy. I mean, they're stuck on there, even at funny angles. And remember on the bottle it says flexible? It is a little flexible. I don't think that when you mail these sequins, I don't think they're going to pop off. They feel kind of almost like a little rubber cementy back there. It's very different. I don't know. Maybe I don't normally stop and feel my sequins. I'll have to try and do that more. This part with the paper, no problem at all. No curling, no lifting, no warping. Nothing. This one, you can see a tiny bit where I messed up, you know, on the edge. Still, I would trim that down or send it to you just fine. But other than that, you can't even tell I used a wet glue. It could have easily been an ATG gun or a tape runner. And this one is pretty adorable. And again, the same thing. I had a lot of glue back there. That sequin's pretty crooked. And it is not popping off. So I'm looking forward to testing it out some more, and be sure to tune back in and I'll give you an update. Thank you so much to Barely Arts for sharing this product with me. I really, really appreciate it. And thank you all for watching. I hope you're taking time for crafting and relaxing. Bye-bye.